Hey everybody, it's Star back with more memories of Star Wars Galaxies. As you can see, I'm at the Mos Inta spaceport, and as you can also see, it's barren. What I wanted to show you today is the first town I lived in the game, called Mos Elsewhere. If you played on the Bria, or some people called it the Bria server, you'll remember Mos Elsewhere was all the way at the top right of the map over here, right by the Great Dragon Graveyard or something. And I wanted to drive out there instead of just, starting the recording while I'm still there. I mean, I'm already there, but, man, everything is just so barren now. I went to explore the Nabooian, the capital city of Naboo, Deed, and there was no one there. It's like a billion voices cried out in terror, and they were suddenly silenced. Yeah, exactly. So, but it's the same here. There's no one here. Look. It's just barren. The only thing here is NPCs. I'm the only one here. And it just shows how far downhill this game has gone. So I just wanted to drive out to my first town. I don't have a house there anymore, but the town is still on the map, so apparently someone there kept it going. I've taken this route so many times, coming from Mos Inta to go to Mos Eisley. Not Mos Eisley, going to Mos Elsewhere. What I'm riding right now is a bark speeder. I got it for, if I remember right, pre-ordering the Kashyyyk expansion. So I also believe it's one of the fastest vehicles in the game, if not the fastest. But usually by now we would have come across, a small township, a bunch of houses. But look, there's some of it there, but really not nearly as many as there used to be. They used to be just packed all this way, and there's just nothing here anymore. And honestly, it makes me sad to see what used to be such an awesome game turned into this. The game had so much potential. It could have been so much more. Without the new game enhancement, sure. The combat was really repetitive, and, it was, easy to just spam the same thing all the time. But at the same time, the game wasn't broken. Yeah, sure, it was repetitive, sure. But it wasn't broken. They could have not changed the combat system into something that was more action RPG. That you have to kind of aim and stuff. At least that's what it makes you seem like. In reality, you don't have to aim. But, anyway, they started out with a system where you had to set, I think that's the one that's still in there. You had to set which skill you want to be your active skill, and then you have a use button, whereas in most MMOs, if not all. You just click the skill you want to use, or you just hit the hotkey on your keyboard and it's used. Not so here. You can use it, you know, with just clicking, but you have to... Whoa, that's cool. That thing in the sky, I've never seen one of those. But, yeah, you can use it, but you have to de-lock the mouse from its aim mode. So that means you turn a lot slower and all that terrible stuff. Yeah, there's some new buildings and some, but... Yeah, this is Lost Elsewhere. It seems to have changed quite a bit. Whoa, there's a party barge. I haven't seen one of those. I mean, like I said, I haven't played this game in a while, so, you know, a lot of things have been added that I haven't seen yet. So, I mean, that is cool. You know, like Jamba Sailboat. I wonder how I get up there. But, let's see. Let's see if I can get up there. Yeah, there's a door. Come on. Bring me up there. Oh, there's a button. Up. Whoa! Oh no. Oh. That scared me. Okay, so... Oh, that's where all the noises are coming from. So apparently, you can have Jamba Sailboat as a new house type. So, that's cool. I know what's up here. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I don't, this isn't Jamba Sailboat, this is one of the other ones. You know, one of the other ones that, Luke and Leia were in when they were about to be executed. Or rather, Luke was about to be executed. Oh, too bad that doesn't work. But, anyway. I'm gonna go back and get back on topic. Let's see, down. There. Now, let me get back to Town Hall. I'm trying to remember where my house was relative to Town Hall. Wait, let me get my bark back out. Alright, so, moving on. I remember whenever I first made it out here, I was exploring, and I didn't have a vehicle. Even though the vehicle system was already in place, I didn't have a vehicle. So, I, ran all the way here. Ooh, that's cool. But, yeah, I ran all the way here. Oh, the museum's gone. Wait, where is it? That, wait. Union Shopping Mall. This used to be the Lost Elsewhere Museum. Oh, man, that sucks. I wonder if the museum's still here. They just moved it. No. Anyway. There was a lot of stuff here before. I mean, there's some new stuff here now, but man, it's so much smaller. And the game still calls it a metropolis. Okay, so if I remember right, whenever I was at Town Hall, which is right here, I had to go down here, and there was an alley going down this way, and let's see, that house used to be one of my storage sheds before the mayor asked me to move it elsewhere so that somebody, you know, someone who actually wanted to live in that spot could live there, and we moved my storage shed to another place. This was where or very close, it might have been right there, but this was very close to where my house was. My second house on Tatooine, anyway, in Mos Eisley. My first house was back here. It's not here anymore, but there used to be another alley right back here, right where I'm sitting, full of just small Tatooine houses. I mean, they're all gone now. Those are the small Tatooine houses right there. Right there. Yeah, I mean, let me see if that house is still, I mean, if it's open to public entrance. Oh, come on. Store. Alright, so let's try and get in there. Alright. Well, let me see if I can get in that medium-sized house to show you the interior of that. I mean, I literally went through every stage of house sizes. I mean, started out with a small, little, dinky 1 or 2 room house, and then I upgraded to one of these, which is a medium house, before moving to Naboo, which is where the first video that I had took place. Yeah, this is a medium-sized Tatooine house. I wonder if the person that lives here decorated it. Yeah, they did. But it seems just like a storage place. I had all kinds of... I decorated it like I did my Naboo house. But it seems like here, all they've done is just used it as a storage shed. I mean, I had every room decorated. Except for possibly the basement. No, wait, I think I did have the basement. Because I remember one time I went into one guy's basement like this, and he had a backpack as a sign over the door that said, Jedi Meditation Chamber, do not enter. And so, I just go ahead and enter. And I'm looking around, and I'm not sure if the guy that owned the house that I went into logged in, or if he just happened to have come back here, whenever I was in here. But I turn around, and he's standing there in the doorway, and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I kind of freaked out a little bit. I mean, I knew he couldn't get me banned or anything, but, I was still kind of like, I just turned around, he's there. So I was just kind of freaked out a little bit. So I had to explain myself. I was just exploring, man. Don't hurt me. And, of course, he was cool with it. But, yeah. This is a medium-sized Tatooine house. I can't believe how barren everything here is. I mean, not just in this house, I'm talking about everywhere. I'm gonna probably end up making a video showing how barren Theed is. And it was just crazy how just nothing was there. I mean, I wonder if the town hall still looks the same from back in the day. I bet it's been redecorated or stripped down into nothing. Let's go see. So, what? I was about to say I can't get in. Yeah. I always like to walk in to give the game time to load everything before I fully enter, but of course, it doesn't always do it. Hey, everything's the same. This is how it looked so many years ago, except these paintings are new. That, tree lake looks like, it almost looks like Mission Veo from, Knights of the Old Republic. And I remember my first class being the scout, and sitting around a small campfire like that, just to regen health and, or, you know, role play and different things like that. I remember coming out to this voting terminal every week and voting for the current mayor at the time who was, oh, must be a citizen, but anyway, the mayor of this town, whenever I played the game, his name was, N Chips with Sauce. It was like N apostrophe Chips with Sauce was his last name. And he was a pretty cool guy. Let's see, yeah, I remember this room. Everything is still the same, but I bet no one's been here in forever. Well, that's a little bit different over there. I seem to remember some terminals and such. But, Bright Dragon Pearls, I remember those were really sought after to, increase the power of your lightsaber. Whoa, they have a battle droid. A mean old battle droid. That's new. Oh yeah, this is the room I was thinking about. This is the archive room. That they had set up as the mayor's office, if I remember right. So I grouped with N-Chips a couple of times. Rather his alternate characters. He was a pretty cool guy. Man, I've met so many people here. But really, there's not much to show that hasn't been changed. That's left anymore. Let me take a quick look outside. I remember the mission terminals used to be right here where my waypoint is. That's why my waypoint is right there. But they moved it to right there. A Rebellion mission terminal. Let's see. I remember there used to be so many houses. Just as far as the eye could see, you could hardly see the sand for all the houses. Let's go check out the Cantina and see if it's still the same. I hope it is. Oh, they made a new sign for... Huh. That's cool. Let's see, I hope it loads before I get in there. And I remember... This looks really similar. They had put... Yeah, the chair, the seating is the same. Oh, they actually have a legit serving droid. I should get one of those for my house. But, I remember they had these paintings, like, over these openings, to where you could sit in here, and it would be a one-way glass onto the stage. Because the backs of all the paintings and stuff were, transparent. They had no textures, no geometry, anything like that. So, remember there used to always be an entertainer or a dancer, or both, standing right up here on the stage playing, and everyone would come in and watch to get their, mind buff. That's back whenever the game had 3 stats instead of just health and stamina. It had health, stamina, and mind. So the mind, you needed like enough mind power to you needed enough mind power and enough stamina to execute skills. So whoa, that's cool. Yeah, so, and you would get buffed for your mind by watching entertainers and musicians and whatnot. All of these holographic, pets, and the serving droid is new, and the, war terminal is new. But everything else, and the paintings, everything else is the same. Maybe oh yeah, that painting back there wasn't there, and the Koopa babies weren't there, or the plants, but really everything else is the same. The seating arrangements are the same. Granted, there weren't the rugs. The interiors over there are the same, with a couple extra paintings. The bar is still the same, with the addition of this grill. That's cool. Let's see, anything else over here that I missed? Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Well, I suppose that's it for here, from us elsewhere. I may do another video of visiting the Crate Dragon Graveyard, but, I don't know yet. I'll have to see if I have time before the game shuts down. But, anyway, the next video I'm gonna do will be in, if I still have the waypoint. If I don't, I'll have to do another story. Next video, if I have the waypoint, will be back on, Dantooine, where I have a really interesting story about my friends and I fighting a Sith who was encroaching on our town. So, anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time. Don't forget to jump on the game if you want to have one last hurrah before it shuts down on December 15th, 2011. Anyhow, I will see you all next time. Later.